The stage is set. Arrowhead Stadium, where the air hums with the echoes of battles past and the promise of blood yet to be spilled. Two teams enter, one crowned in glory, the other desperate to carve their name in history. The Houston Texans, the underdog with fire in their veins, face the Kansas City Chiefs, the reigning kings of the gridiron jungle. And here I am, your guide through the chaos. Let's get to it. The Texans, resilient, hungry, a team that just punched the Chargers in the mouth to get here. C.J. Stroud, the young gunslinger, cool under pressure, 282 yards last game, a touchdown, a pick. Nico Collins, Xavier Hutchinson, Cade Strover, names you might overlook but won't forget after they leave their mark on this field. And then there's Joe Mixon, 106 yards on the ground and a score, but he's got a bad ankle now. Questionable. That word alone has crushed dreams. The Texans' defense, gritty, relentless. 12 points allowed per game, 261 yards given up. Derek Stingley Jr., he's got sticky fingers, snatching 2 picks against Miami. Will Anderson Jr. terrorizing quarterbacks, 1.5 sacks just last week. This defense is built to punch above its weight. Now, the Chiefs, 15 wins, an unblemished home record. They've turned Arrowhead into a fortress, a place where hope comes to die. Patrick Mahomes, the maestro. Nearly 4,000 yards, 26 touchdowns. A few picks, sure, but who's counting when you've got Travis Kelce snagging passes like he's playing catch with the gods? Kelce's one shy of 20 career playoff touchdowns. One more, and he'll have a milestone no one forgets. Kareem Hunt, the workhorse in the backfield. Over 700 yards, 7 scores. A man who can grind a defense into the dirt. And the Chiefs' defense, solid, allowing 19 points a game, Nick Bolton racking up tackles like he's got a quota. George Karlaftis smashing quarterbacks. This unit doesn't bend, it breaks opponents. But let's not get lost in the numbers. The Texans, they've covered the spread in 5 of their last 6 January games. They've beaten the odds before. The Chiefs, they've stumbled as heavy home favorites. Rust is real, my friends, and Kansas City's starters haven't seen game speed in weeks. The Texans' defensive line is licking their chops. Injuries, the silent killer. Houston's missing Tank Dell, Stefon Diggs, Joe Mixon and Robert Woods. Questionable. The Chiefs, on the other hand, are about as healthy as they've been all year. Hardman and Watson practicing, rested, ready, or are they? Arrowhead, it's not just a stadium. It's a cathedral of noise. A cauldron of pressure. The Texans are stepping into the lion's den, but they're not unarmed. They've got a defense that can disrupt. A quarterback who doesn't flinch, and a chip on their shoulder the size of Texas. So what's the play here? The Chiefs. Overwhelming favorites, but history has a way of laughing at sure things. The Texans, bruised but unbroken. Playing for their first ever shot at the conference title. It's a David and Goliath story, sure, but this David's packing a slingshot and a mean streak. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The culmination of stats, grit, and gut instinct. The pick that defies convention. Dances with chaos, and stands defiant in the face of the odds. And today's AI pick is the Houston Texans. Plus 8.5. Take the points, my friends. It's going to be a war, and I'm betting on the underdog to leave their mark. But let me be clear. This isn't just a prediction. It's a call to arms. The Texans will fight tooth and nail, clawing for every inch on that field. And the Chiefs, they'll bring their heavy artillery, but they'd better not underestimate the heart of a team with nothing to lose. This one's going down to the wire. So, buckle up. Every hit, every pass, every yard is going to feel like the season depends on it, because it does. The underdog's story is far from over, and they've got a few surprises left to spring. On to Game 2.
Let's talk about the Detroit Lions. Led by head coach Dan Campbell, a man who's turned this franchise from the league's laughingstock into a powerhouse. Campbell's leadership isn't just great, it's transformational. We believe that behind Andy Reid, he's the best the NFL has. His unique blend of motivation and culture building has made the Lions not just contenders, but legitimate threats. This Saturday, the Washington Commanders will step into the roaring chaos of Ford Field. The Commanders, riding high on 6 straight victories and a wild card win, are no strangers to adversity. They've captivated the league with their gritty determination and never-say-die attitude. But here's the thing, grit and determination only go so far when you're staring down a juggernaut. The Lions are everything Washington fears. Creative, efficient, ruthless. An offense that scores at will and a defense that punishes mistakes. The Commanders' best hope? Turn this game into a shootout. Control the clock. And pray for a miracle. Dan Campbell's team, though, isn't here to grant miracles. They're here to end dreams. Jared Goff, leading the charge, calm under pressure. Precise in execution. A quarterback reborn under Campbell's guidance. The Lions' backfield? A two-headed beast that churns out yardage with relentless efficiency. And let's not forget their defense. Aggressive, unyielding, and hungry. The Commanders have a mountain to climb. Their defense looked shaky against the Buccaneers. The trenches? Outmatched. And while momentum can carry you far, it's no match for the Lions' firepower. So what's the call? The Lions, favored by 9.5 points, seem poised to cover. Ford Field will be a cauldron of noise and fury, and Detroit's relentless attack will be too much for Washington to handle. This is where the Commanders' fairy tale ends. And today's AI pick is, why? The Detroit Lions, -9.5. Lay the points, my friends. This is a team on a mission, and they're not stopping here. So sit back, grab your popcorn, and watch the Lions roar. It's their time. And with that, we've reached the end of our journey for today. But before you vanish into the night, consider this your encore. Hit that like button like a linebacker on a blitz. Subscribe like you're sealing the deal on a game-winning drive, and share this with someone who could use a little edge. Let's keep this story rolling, one pick at a time.
Gracias por sintonizar el único canal de predicciones deportivas impulsado por IA, donde los análisis avanzados se combinan con una narrativa única. Suscríbete para más pronósticos profesionales y mantente un paso adelante en el juego.